Hello and welcome to Bud's RPG Review, where I give my thoughts on role-playing games, card games and board games. Today's review is Khhhaaaaaaaan of Khans by Chaosium. Okay, first a bit of history. Released in 2017, Khhhaaaaaaaan of Khans is a fast-paced miniature board game set in the mythic world of Glorantha that all of the family can enjoy, which was designed by game design legend Waha. The premise of the game is that each player controls one of the great tribes of Prax, and that this year the High Priestess has decreed that whichever Khan brings back the most wealth from Dragon Pass in the form of cows will be declared Khhhaaaaaan of Khans. It's for 2 to 5 players and takes around 20 minutes to play once the rules are understood. Right to the cover. Here we have a fun piece by Ian O'Toole that shows members of the various tribes of Prax and even includes the Morricanth, one of their humanoid herd animals. Okay, to the inside. The contents are 1 rulebook, a small map of Glorantha, 10 cards representing the tribes of Prax, an ostrich tribe token and an Impala people token, a winner's token, 13 corral tiles, and 10 location decks. Each of these location decks contains 4 raid cards, a tribal champion, a stampede, an enemy magic, and Waha's blessing. The board is set up with the map in the middle like so, and then each of the location decks are shuffled and placed next to the arrow where they are. The Khan cards are then shuffled and drawn randomly, or you can let players choose. Each player then receives a number of corral cards based on how many players there are. 2 players get 4 each, 3 to 4 players get 3 each, and 5 players get 2 each. These are placed in front of you as such, and the empty game box serves as a discard pile. Play then starts with either the player who holds the Impala people Khan card or the oldest player, and each player has their turn, then passes to the next in a clockwise order. On their turn, players can do one of 4 things: raid a location, corral their herd, use Waha's blessing, or use a Khan ability. These are listed on the back of the Khan card and have a game effect that is unique to them. Raiding a location involves choosing one of the 10 locations and revealing the top card. Raid cards contain a denomination of cows, either 20, 50 or 100. The cows that you raid are vulnerable until you corral them and can be lost in a number of ways. Stampede cards cause your herd to escape and you discard your highest valued raid card. If you have no raid cards, then you discard the Stampede card. Waha's blessing has a number of game effects. Firstly, it allows you to immediately steal a raid card from an opponent in exchange for the Waha's blessing card, which they then store underneath their Khan card so it can't be used again. Alternatively, you can keep the Waha's blessing card and use it later. Any unused Waha's blessing cards are worth 20 cows at the end of the game. There are enemy magic cards that force you to discard all of your raid cards into the box alongside the card itself, and there is the tribal champion card that allows you to counter enemy magic, and both are discarded instead of your raid cards. If you draw a second tribal champion card, they cause infighting and you discard both and all of the cards in your herd. There are a number of special location cards such as the red cows of furthest and the don't mess with the ducks card on Duck Point. These are there to add a dash of Gloranthan flavour to the game. The second action you can perform is to corral your herd. This entails you taking your herd cards and flipping the corral token on top of them and moving them to one side. Once your herd cards are in the corral, they are safe until the end of the game and are no longer affected by any cards you might draw. You can place any amount of herd cards that you choose into a corral, but each can only be filled once per game. Additionally, you must discard the tribal champion card that you have when you corral your herd. The third action is to use the Waha's blessing card, as previously discussed, and the fourth action is to use a Khan's ability. Some of these abilities are always active, such as the Rhino Riders having Unyielding, which means it takes 2 enemy magic cards to defeat the tribal champion, or the Pavis Survivors, who have the Resourceful ability, which allows them to use Waha's Blessing to discard to the box and retrieve either a raid card or a tribal champion card, whereas others have abilities that you use on your turn, such as the High Llama tribe, who can sneak 1 extra raid card into a used corral on their go. These abilities are listed on the back of each Khan card and on the back of the rulebook for ease of reference. The game ends when all of the location decks have been played and the raiding season ends. Each player then totals their cows under corral tiles, any remaining raid cards in their herd, and any unused Waha's Blessing cards that they have. The highest score is the winner. In the event of a draw, the person who has the most Waha's Blessing cards wins, and if that's a draw, then the person with the highest number of raid cards wins. The winner's token denotes the current Khan of Khans. In the next game, that person gets first pick of the Khan cards and can choose to go first. The rulebook also contains some information on Dragon Pass and Prax, and a small paragraph on each of the 5 great tribes and the minor tribes of Prax. Khan of Khans is a rare case of a game that is exactly how it advertises itself. It's family friendly, easy to learn, quick paced, offers a small glimpse into the world of Glorantha without ever feeling like it's bludgeoning you, and doesn't hang around long enough for you to get bored. I taught my eldest daughter how to play, and once she fully understood the rules by the second playthrough, she had come completely to grips with the idea of you pushing your luck by amassing cows without corralling them, and was questioning why there were ducks with swords and red cows, and where she could get a t-shirt of them. The game changes when you move away from 2 players to 3 and above, where instead of having to remember what the single opposition tribe can do, as opposed to a few, it becomes more challenging. However, they are printed on the back of the rulebook, so an alert player shouldn't get caught out. Also, the card counting element of the game is fun as you try to remember who has drawn what from which deck and guess what's left, and it's a good test of your memory. The rules are really clearly laid out and easy to understand, and the production values on the box are rock solid, even though the cards are maybe a little on the flimsy side. The artwork is colourful and fun throughout, and evocative enough that it doesn't trivialise Glorantha, though the unicorn women are perhaps the exception, with the pink unicorn with a rainbow tail, maybe not fitting the Praxian tribesman aesthetic. I also like the fact that Chaosium didn't shy away from the Morokanth and their human beasts. My daughter simply found it funny, not disturbing. Price-wise, it's about on the money for what you get, and it does have a good amount of playability in it. It's simple enough to learn easily, but that simplicity hides really clever game design that changes by the amount of players you have, and I think you'll get a lot of replayability out of it. I give Khan of Khans an 8 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Also, if you're interested in buying this product, I've put some links below. Lastly, if you like what I produce here, then maybe think about supporting me on Patreon. Bud out.